Okay, so my name's Courtney Edwards, and I'm going to try to briefly share my Scentsy story with you. I started in October of 2009. I signed up under a friend who had signed up in August. She had come to my house. We'd done a party. I immediately fell in love with the product. Specifically, pumpkin roll. I could smell it from my kitchen into my bedroom, which never happened with it. You can't even smell things that are cooking from the two spaces. So I did the math. I was like, quality product, good day. And for those of you who don't know Scentsy, let me explain. So this is what's called a bar, a Scentsy bar. It's sort of the meat and potatoes of Scentsy, and this is pieces of wax. You break it up, you put it in a warmer. This one's already broken, so I can show you. It's little cubes, and I love that smell. And it releases the fragrance through your house. It makes it different than candles because there's no flame, there's no wick to release any of the lead around the house. So it's a top quality product. And I knew that from the very beginning. I needed extra money. I was in grad school. I always need extra money. So I signed up October. They'd just gone over 50,000 consultants. I was impressed by what I was hearing about the company, impressed by the products. It always, for me, just boils back to this is a very good product. I love it and I sell it. I don't love it because I sell it. And I think that's an important thing. I did direct sales back in the early 90s and I liked the product. I still use the product I sold. But it became expensive and it was much more like selling than it is with Scentsy. With Scentsy, I feel like once people see the product, they get the value. They get that it's a good product, and they, like me, fall in love and want their house to smell good for always. So, alright, that's the long and the short of the story. And the journey has been the best part. A year later, October 2010, I had 2 consultants who were on my team. They were both doing fabulously, learning the same way I was, sort of the slow and steady. A little bit after, in December of 2010, I had one woman sign up who was just dynamic, and she took the Scentsy ball and she ran with it. And it was interesting to watch her growth and sort of be in a place where I really couldn't do a lot. I was in grad school working on my thesis and working full-time and had a 20-hour week internship. So my goal was to have 4 parties a month was my big goal. I wanted to always try to have at least one a weekend. Didn't always work, but I kept my proverbial toe in the water. I kept working the business as best I could in the limited time that I had. So she continued to grow. I was continuing to cheerlead. I was doing my business and encouraging her and encouraging all of my team. My team grew while her team grew. It was just fascinating, given that at the time I had very little time to give Scentsy, but I was still working it when I could, and that's the important part. I always made time either each day or each week to do something Scentsy, making phone calls, reaching out to friends who maybe wanted to have a party, reaching out to past hostesses, seeing if they needed anything. So I was always kind of still working it. Then I graduated from grad school in May of 2011 and really wasn't sure what I wanted to pursue, because Scentsy was really making a little bit of money, and I was having a lot of fun doing it. So I just kept working Scentsy and kept doing things. And I got laid off from a job that I loved, which wasn't a good job. So it wasn't. I liked the work I was doing. Then I got another job, and in August, when I was laid off, shortly after that, I was this close to becoming director with Scentsy. I'm one of those people who believes that all things happen when they're supposed to, so I kind of kept that, like, when I was supposed to be a director, it'll happen. And it happened the next month. I got the new job that I liked that job as well. And I was director with Scentsy, and I had a lot of learning going on in like a very short period of time, but it was great. The next month, one of my team also became director, so it was this whirlwind. And then in January of 2012, I put out there that I was looking for my 100th consultant, and a friend's daughter signed up. Friend who, I was at their wedding. I remember this little girl as a toddler. Now here she is, 21, and she is kicking butt with Scentsy. She is a college student. She was already in the company-wide newsletter for what she's accomplished just as a consultant. So she was a spotlight consultant. I believe it was for the month of April, and I couldn't be prouder. That's, I think, the best part of this journey for me has been to be able to support people in their own business. I went to grad school for counseling so I could help people and support people and help people grow, which is what I'm allowed to do with Scentsy. I really think people can stretch what they think they're capable of with Scentsy. Like I said, I signed up for extra money. That was all I ever thought I would do with Scentsy. And then they started talking about trips and incentives and things like that. And I'm kind of a goal-oriented person. Last year they tossed out that they would do an incentive trip to Punta Cana. Piqued my interest. I've never been out of the country. Let me just say, a month ago I was in Punta Cana. I was on the beaches. I think I was on with my feet in the sand on this day a month ago. And I did it for doing my job. When was the last time your job sent you anywhere, let alone to the Dominican, on a first class seat? My seat was 1A. I will be forever spoiled for air travel. And all expenses paid. I just had to get myself to the airport. And for me, it was about checking things off my bucket list. If I earned this trip, that was a few things off my bucket list. The first one, needing a passport. Second one, leaving the country. Third thing, hold on, let me get this. Third thing, swimming in the Caribbean. Swim in the Caribbean. Totally got rolled by the Caribbean, but it was a blast. Fourth thing was, flying first class should have been one of them. Going to the Dominican, that was on the list, not just leaving the country. And next week, I will be in Las Vegas, another thing off my bucket list. I love working for and with a company that they don't have to know my bucket list. They just are encouraging me to check things off my bucket list. I break out of my comfort zone almost daily with Scentsy. Doing this video, major comfort zone leap. So my Scentsy story is one simple. I started it for extra money, and I grew and grew, and my team grew. I now have 172 in my group. I have 33 in my team, and I'm always looking to add to my team. I'm always looking to help people grow their business. And I always say, if you want to sign up for Scentsy, great. Talk to me first. Let's talk about how to get you the best start. how to get you the start that you want in your business. It's not just about signing up and putting a thing on Facebook saying, oops, I'm selling Scentsy. It takes some planning, as with any business. And let me just say, Scentsy is a business of your own. Don't let anybody discount that. Scentsy has Scentsy Wickless, and it's now Scentsy family brands. And there's Scentsy Wickless, which is the scented wax. There's Velada, you can see up over my head. And we have Brand X coming, which the teases that the company is sending us about what the product could be are driving everybody crazy. But we'll find out in a week. And I think the best part for me about Scentsy, and what makes me want to just shake people, you don't have to be financially stressed. You don't have to be living paycheck to paycheck. With Scentsy, if you want something, you work to go get it. It's not like you have to sit there and punch numbers into your calculator and go, how many hours do I have to work to achieve this? With Scentsy, it's how many parties do I have to do to get that goal? And quite frankly, it'll always surprise you how many people don't know about Scentsy still. How many people go to a party and love it. You can't even understand. Scentsy is still not everywhere. I meet people all the time, every day, that have no idea what Scentsy is. They may have heard of it, but they've never experienced the scents. And quite frankly, that's all it is. My best parties are ones where I have gone and sat down and just smelled and shared Scentsy as people smell the scents, and we just have a conversation. There's no need for heavy demos and things like that. People ask really good questions. They want to know, and they want to know more. And, I'm all for daring to dream, and that's what it boils down to. Whether someone wants to be a hostess for Scentsy and earn free stuff, whether someone wants to just buy Scentsy and have safe scents in their house, no flames. That's a big plus in my house with a bunch of firemen that live here. And, it's not a hard sell. It's a, let me share this with you. And that's the beauty of Scentsy. And I hope that if you're curious, you contact me and I can answer some questions. If you think you know and you get kind of like a I don't know feeling, contact me. Let's have a conversation. I am not a high pressure person. Do I have about 10 people in my brain who I just go, if you would just sign up, if you would just start and just do it. Absolutely. There are some people I think that would surprise themselves at what they were capable of. And I think if you took the time to watch this, you're probably one of them. My team's name is Dare to Dream, and I am all about that. And even in my counseling practice or life coaching practice, it's all about going and living, and my cat almost fell off the beam, and doing what's possible and what other people might tell you is impossible. So if I can answer any questions, feel free to contact me through my Harbor Scents Facebook page, or you can reach me off the website. It is it's http harborscents.scentsy.us. And my email is harborscents@gmail.com. Like I said, there's Scentsy, there's Velada, and there's going to be soon enough a brand that I don't know, but it's right now known as Brand X. So whether you want to sign up for some extra money, or whether you want to sign up to start a career, or whether you want to sign up because you want to get out of the house and away from the kids for a few hours a day. Nothing wrong with that. Talk to me. Let's have a conversation. But I do love to be a cheerleader, and I will do all I can to help you succeed in setting up your business the way you want to set up your business. All right. So I hope to talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.